So we popped down to the Motor Torque garage and look what we found. The third generation Skoda Octavia Estate. Not bad. The first generation Octavia, it came to the UK in 1998. That was quite a year for pop and culture and even sport. Posh and Bex got engaged that year. And Bex, well, England played in the World Cup, Beckham kicked an Argentinian, probably leave it at that. The second generation Octavia, well, it came in 2005 and it was a step up. Unfortunately, the news for British industry that year wasn't good. MG Rover went into receivership. We'll probably leave that one there too. This third generation, whoa, it's even better than the first two. And to coincide with that, we have another British winner in the Tour de France, Chris Froome. And there's a story about that Tour de France. Skoda is actually the official car sponsor of the Tour de France. So, what about this Octavia Estate? Is it any good? Let's find out. Up front, the Skoda Octavia is a pretty comfy place to spend time in, whether you're a business driver or a family. You'll like it. The seats are comfy, the leather upholstery is good, and the side supports are pretty good too. They'll keep you in when cornering enthusiastically. There's good levels of kit. You've got your radio, your nav, your media player. You've also got an aux and a USB for your iPod. On the steering wheel, you've got your steering wheel mounted controls. Now they're pretty handy. It means you don't have to take your hands off the steering wheel to adjust the radio settings or when you're talking on the phone through the Bluetooth. All in all, I'd say the cabin in here is pretty good. Let's move around to the rear to see how good the practicality is in this Octavia Estate. For appeal, we gave the Skoda Octavia Estate 3.5 stars. The boot on the Octavia Estate is huge. Just like the first and second generation, as you can see, it's just massive. There's 610 litres of space in there. And if you lift the little divider up, we've also got a little bit of space in there. Great for wet towels or anything like that. So, if you need even more luggage room on the Octavia Estate, you can always pop the seats down. And there's a 60-40 split to help you with those awkward items. Popping the seats down like so, well, this increases the stowage room to 1,740 litres. Now that's just huge. You know, you can fit suitcases, sports gear, anything you'll probably ever need. That's how big this boot is. It's easily class leading in this area. If we pop the seats up, there's another one of Skoda's simply clever ideas that I want to show you. So what is this simply clever feature that Skoda have now? Pop the fuel cap, and yep, there's an ice scraper. Now obviously, in the summer months like today, you'll not need it, but it's so handy to know in the winter. You'll not need to damage that credit card or that bank card that you always use and find in your wallet when it's icy. So let's just pop it back in there so that we know where it is. For practicality, we give the Skoda Octavia Estate 5 stars. On test today, we're driving Skoda's Octavia Estate, and it's a really good car to drive. We're driving the 2-litre flagship engine. It's got 147 brake horsepower, and from that you can get from 0 to 62 mile an hour in 8.6 seconds. It's also got a top speed of 134 mile an hour. For performance, we give the Octavia Estate 3.5 stars. The ride and handling on the Octavia is fairly good. When comparing to the Focus Estate, it doesn't have the feedback or engagement levels that the Focus does have. But the Octavia does offer 3 driving modes. There's normal, sport and eco. Sport, well, that's probably best for B roads, where you've got your twisty turns and you can, engage with the road ahead. The eco mode, the normal, well, they're best used on motorways and when in towns. And the motorways is really where the Octavia is best. Okay, it may not be up there in terms of handling with the Ford Focus Estate, but it's probably more comfortable. Ride and handling, we give the Octavia Estate 3 stars. Claimed fuel economy for this car is 67.3 mpg, so expect to achieve 60s in real world driving. This version emits 110 grams per kilometre of CO2, putting it in a VED band of B, and that means you'll probably pay around £20 of road tax a year. For ownership, the Octavia Estate gets 4.5 stars. The Skoda Octavia Estate is one of the best cars in its class. It may not have the prestige badge that some motorists may be looking for. However, if you want a car that is going to make short work of motorway miles and leave you feeling refreshed at journey's end, then you could do much worse. The Skoda Octavia Estate, with 147 brake horse coming from the 2-litre diesel in elegance trim, is priced at £22,790. Now that's competitive. Overall, we give the Octavia Estate 4.5 stars.